In a world where hopium and common sense collide, starring the CryptoKeeper and BlockchainCrusader. Welcome to Debate Crypto. Crypto fam, it's your boys, CryptoKeeper, and as always, the one and only BlockchainCrusader. Guys, I mean, literally, let me just say, we weren't planning on doing a stream this afternoon, but how could we not when we have, drumroll please, Bitcoin in the green? Hold on a second. Let that resonate. Bitcoin in the green. We have not felt this feeling in a few days or a few weeks, and I just wanted to just settle in. Now, let me just say, we're not out of the woods, right? But I do want to throw out there that there's a lot of, as we were scrolling through the news, and we're going to get into this in a second, but when we were scrolling through the news, lots of freaking bullish news, lots of bullish momentum, lots going on. So if you are a first-time follower, first-time subscriber, we appreciate you. Absolutely. Drop a 1 in the chat. If you're new here, drop a 2 in the chat if you've been here, right? We appreciate each and every one of you. Just as a reminder, we are giving away 1 full year of Market Cypher to somebody who is subscribed to the channel and somebody who is part of our Debate Crypto Academy. Our academy just got done with a fantastic private seminar. We went over some trading strategies, and it was fantastic. I think the people really like it, got some really good feedback on it. So if you want to be a part of a group that is learning and doing better each and every day, debatecrypto.academy. So without further ado, Miguel, what, I mean, I know this is kind of a freestyle a little bit, but what's kind of on the podium? What, give me a little more.
The Bitcoin sentiment, right? We're seeing some stuff happening. We saw my boy Joe Rogan. Shout out to Joe Rogan out there if you're listening. That he said, "Hey, he's got a lot of hope."
Like Joe Rogan sitting around right now, like I got to get on Debate Crypto right now.
Hey, you never know, bro. You never know. Right?
Someday.
Maybe someday we'll be interviewed on his show and talk about our history, our story on how we became who we are. Yeah. And by the way, guys, if you guys are interested in that, blow up Joe Rogan. Let him know.
That's right. Just tag Joe Rogan as many times as humanly possible in this stream, all of our streams at Joe Rogan or whatever his,
So he came out publicly saying that he's got a lot of hope for Bitcoin. He's had people on there before, like Jack Dorsey and other people that are pro Bitcoin. And I think he actually owns a small amount of Bitcoin that somebody gifted him once. So he came out publicly saying that he has hope for Bitcoin. And that's actually been kind of a little thing trending on Twitter, on crypto Twitter. And since then, we've also seen Bitcoin have a small bounce from that low 40, right? It looked like we're going to go into that 39. It's still possible. The play is still in play, right? Still possible. But for now, we are seeing a small relief from that low 40. And we jumped up. We were at almost 43,000 earlier today during our
We're
seminar.
almost there right now. I mean, we're at 40. Well, that just jumped around. You know how, actually, I don't know if you've got it pulled up or not, Miguel. You got my coin market cap pulled up by chance?
Your coin market cap? Yes.
Well, I mean, I shared my screen. You got it pulled up. Okay. Yeah. Well, it jumped from 42.8 to 42.4. So at any event, we're at 42.450, which is up almost 4%. ETH is up over 5%. Heck yeah, way to go, Nick, and that leverage trade baby. Let's go. Binance coin up about 5%. Solana 3%. Cardano about 4%. XRP 4%. What a surprise here. Terra Luna up 15%.
Dude, Terra Luna, Avalanche up almost 12%.
That's well. Right. That's that. Terra and Avalanche,
like $82 yesterday.
Yeah, Terra and Avalanche have absolutely done some big movements when there's any movement, right? I think it's just become a very popular, asset and has done very well. Let's do the thing that we did yesterday real quick. Let's check on the category section. Let's see. Today, the jobs category up 37%. I don't even know what Fara Starter is, but that's up about 15. Events about 4. Terra ecosystem up about 3%. Not a surprise with what we just saw there.
Check out the DeFi sector. Let's see what the DeFi sector section is doing.
Okay, DeFi. Oh, there it is. Terra Luna right on top.
We got Chainlink. Chainlink's been on a tear, man. Chainlink had some really good bullish news saying that basically one of the things that was happening with Chainlink is that their founders were selling a lot of Chainlink, and I think they promised that now starting in 2022 they will no longer sell any more Chainlink, and I think we've had a very bullish turn of events for Chainlink since then. It's up 29% on 7 days, while the entire market was dumping. Chainlink was holding pretty strong, and Chainlink is an oracle. It's one of the best. It's definitely underrated. Some people call it overrated, but the price action is definitely underrated to where it could definitely be leading to if we have another leg up in 2022.
Actually, Miguel, if you would, why don't you pull up real quick? Pull up TradingView. Let's take a look at Market Cipher real quick. Let's see what Market Cipher is looking like. Chat. First of all, while he's pulling that up, I just want to say thank you guys for being here. Sunday afternoon, kind of last second stream. We do appreciate you guys. Let's take a little peek at a little Market Cipher. See what's going on in the market, since we have had some bullish movement here. What do we got going on, Miguel? Are you muted? Yes, you are, as usual. I swear. I'm gonna come and tape down your freaking button. Whatever button that is for mute, I'm gonna just take it off your keyboard or whatever.
So all I was saying was that we were on the 1 hour, that I was gonna be zooming out a little bit here on the 4 hour. So to go out into the 4 hour, we've had a massive green candle. On the 4 hour, we had some decent volume come in, not massive, right? Like this red candle back, this red volume over here, but decent enough for Sunday. So we have made a little small jump back from these low 40s that we were seeing yesterday. Well, actually a few hours ago. And then now we've had this massive green candle. We've got this little red candle here. We do have, a green spot on the momentum wave. We've had seen the momentum wave starting to go upward. This is on the 4 hour. So let me just jump out to the daily. So the daily here, you can see that we had massive red candle after red candle after red candle, and then boom, we had a spinning top right here, which is usually a trend reversal, right? And now we're seeing another green candle. Let's see if this trend reversal is long-lived or short-lived as a dead cat bounce. We also have a green dot down here on the momentum wave as well on the daily with confirmation. Let's actually look at the MACD and RSI. That I do not have.
Yeah, man. The green dot on the momentum wave and the confirmation at the bottom is I'm loving that. I absolutely, that's a good thing to see, guys. It's funny because sometimes the markets just move out of nowhere, right? Sunday afternoon, not a lot going on, and then boom, we start getting some movement. I'm just hoping that it actually continues to move in the right direction. I do know we're about to look at the RSI and the MACD. I think those are two important indicators that we also need to take into account. Let's see. I think you pulled up the RSI strategy.
I pulled up the wrong RSI.
Yeah,
it is the RSI right here.
Boom. There you go. There we go.
MACD.
And then the MACD. Boom. All right. There we go.
So let me close this out. Make this more room. So we're seeing here on the RSI, if we want to move this, actually, let's move this down to the 5. Right. And then bing, bang, boom. Here we are, the RSI on the daily, having a massive recovery from these low lows of 12.9, right? We're just here kissing that 30, right? We could come back down just how we did over here. We came all the way back up to the 30 and have another drop. That is still possible. So, but if we don't, we do have lots of room to run before being overbought on the daily, guys. So this is zoomed out to the daily. The MACD is also losing momentum on the seller pressure. Right? We're seeing the histogram going from dark red to light pink, and making a slight little adjustment on the blue line, maybe turn back up. Let's jump down to the 4 hour, see what the RSI looks like there. RSI on the 4 hour is looking a little oversold, and that is why we're having this little mini red candle now, right? Because we have had a massive move from back here on the 4 hour to all the way up there. The MACD is very bullish, strong green. We might be seeing some cool off here. It might go into the light green soon, maybe turning back down since the RSI is also coming down. But guys, we're holding above that 40, right? We bounced off that 40, which is the big highlight, which is very good. So let's hope we can continue consolidating here and grinding our way back up and not dropping below that 40.
I want to thank you for doing that, Miguel. I appreciate it. I want to touch on two comments here. First of all, this one, just quickly, I'll touch on this. And then I have a new subscriber that I want to shout out here real quick. But Michael said, but nobody knows exactly what will happen at any given time, which takes me
100%.
to our new subscriber, Daniel. First of all, Daniel, welcome to the channel. We're super excited to have you. He says, I'm new to the channel and to crypto, right? So first of all, welcome to both. Welcome to Debate Crypto and welcome to crypto as a whole. You got in at a fun time in crypto, right? But actually, as I look at it, I think you got in at a great time because the only better time would have been yesterday, as always, right? Earlier, the better, right? But you said you're new to the channel, new to crypto. Can you please explain to me what happened to all the predictions about the bull run in December? Almost everyone was wrong. Bitcoin did not even make it to 80K. So Daniel, let me just tell you, this ties in great with what Michael was saying, that nobody knows exactly what's going to happen at any given time. Here's the deal. Every single person, whether it's an influencer, whether it's just your neighbor, whether it is Michael Saylor, himself, we are all speculating on the crypto space, right? The reality is none of us does know. Okay, it looked like, and I will tell you why. The majority of people were thinking that we were going to have this massive run because of history. And there's a saying in crypto that says history doesn't always repeat itself, but a lot of times it rhymes. And essentially, we have these cycles and this length of time in the crypto space that ultimately people were thinking was going to repeat. The other thing that we had on a regular basis was what's called a blow off top towards the end. In 2017, in December, we had this massive run up towards the middle. I think the top was actually December 17th, but we had this massive run up at the end of the year, right? And what would be considered a blow off top where these numbers just went absolutely parabolic and then crashed back down. And people were thinking that it was going to rhyme. People were thinking that that was going to happen again. And many people agreed with that sentiment. The reality is that's not what happened, right? And so now we are kind of in uncharted waters. We are in
Super cycle, baby.
Yeah, we're in a territory where we could just continue to move. We could still have that blow off top, but it was just later in time. The reality is no one does know right now. And that's why we always tell you, get yourself educated. It's why we have Debate Crypto Academy, right? DebateCrypto.academy. If you're looking for us, the information's down below. It's why we tell you to get educated, read a book. Here's a great example. We've got the Bitcoin Standard, one of the best books in my estimation that you could ever read to understand what it is that you're investing in, right? If you can understand what you're investing in and you believe in the projects that you invest in, then you're going to be able to hold strong when things get tough. And I promise you, because you're new to crypto, you're about to find out, crypto can be tough. Crypto can be fantastic. It can be beautiful. And it's been great for my family, been great for Miguel's family, but it can also be tough.
But it's true, right? Nobody knows, but our boy here, Danny Vasquez, right? Big supporter of the channel, seen him multiple times in the chat, says volume was trending low, RSI at low, fear at highest, which is very needs to be accounted to, right? Doesn't get accounted to a lot when it comes to the TA. Perfect storm for movement. That's exactly right. Perfect storm, guys. Nobody knows when everyone is extremely bearish, just how they were back in May and multiple times throughout this run. At the biggest peaks of fear, of bearish momentum, right? That's when we have the turnaround. When we were at euphoria, right? When we were at 69, thinking that's it, we're headed to 100 guaranteed. The leveraged longs were completely over leveraged. That's when we had the pullback. So yes.
And this is fantastic right here. Check this out. Sean, just 2 hours and 45 minutes left before a decent weekly close. We can do it. So ultimately, Sean, you're right. And the crazy thing is a lot of times these price action happen at very convenient times, right? But that is a very good thing to see a weekly close on the upswing, especially after all the terrible bearish momentum we've had. And let me say this. One of the biggest things that somebody else just said, drop a 1 in the chat if you're bullish for this upcoming week. Drop a 2 if you think this is a little bit of a fake out. But one of the biggest things that I think I've seen and learned in the crypto space, and Miguel, I know you can resonate with this, when everyone is talking bear, then we get information. And listen, almost everything is like this right now. Check out this article right here, and then literally, this is almost what everything in the news world right now looks like in crypto. Bitcoin snaps 6-day losing streak, holds above 40K. Yesterday and the rest of the week, everything's been bearish, right? Check this out. Bitcoin's price rose on Sunday after snapping a 6-day losing streak and avoiding a drop below the key psychological level of $40,000 that some cryptocurrency analysts had warned might trigger a steeper sell-off. As of press time, Bitcoin was changing hands around 2-1, up 2% over the past 24 hours based on CoinDesk pricing. The cryptocurrency had been on the verge of a 7-day losing streak that would have been its longest since 2018. But the price turned around on Saturday, eking out a small gain, and has stayed on an upward trajectory since. The price hadn't fallen below 40K since September of 2021 and is well off the all-time high near 69,000 reached in November. So there had been speculation that a drop below 40,000 might spur a deeper entrenchment. If the market has based at these levels, we might get that short as we've been waiting so patiently for. The Singapore-based crypto trading firm QCP Capital wrote Sunday on its Telegram channel. January tends to be a seasonally weak month for Bitcoin, but this year has been especially harsh with the largest cryptocurrency still down 9% so far in 2020.
I just want to correct that real quick. I do understand that it might in history be weak but last year, Bitcoin doubled. It went from like mid 20s, low 20s to like touching 40,000. So it practically doubled. So that's not 100% fully accurate that it's a weak month. It could just be one of those off.
Someone else said that yesterday in the chat, was basically suggesting that or maybe it was in one of my messages or one of our messages. It was basically saying every January is like this. I said, wait a minute, last January definitely wasn't like this. And it looks like we've got a lot of people that are bullish on this upcoming week. So I'm super excited about that.
We got somebody here in the chat right here, Daniel, saying when the altcoin's supposed to run like crazy. Well, we're not going to see altcoins run like crazy. We might have the one-offs here and there popping up, like we have Chainlink, right, holding really strong right now, having kind of a small movement. We also had Phantom holding really strong and having a small movement during these crazy downward times for Bitcoin. But the altcoin season, the altcoins just exploding in price left and right, will not happen until Bitcoin stabilizes. Bitcoin needs to go into a bullish, neutral sentiment and kind of go into the crab market, which is the third style, right? You're either going bullish, bearish, or going into a crab market, just going sideways. That's when the altcoins will explode. The altcoins are not going to explode in this moment of heavy fear and uncertainty for Bitcoin.
Yeah, Juggernaut, great comment here. We were at 90 on the Fear and Greed Index at the same time last year. Yesterday, we were at a 10. We were at a 10. And guys, as a reminder, we talked about this last night. One of the best indicators that I could ever look at is how scared is everyone else, right? Because the reality is these big time investors, these institutions and these whales, they prey off of your fear. They prey off of the idea that we have newer people in the crypto space that are saying, oh my gosh, what the heck do I do? I got in, I'm underwater, I might as well cut my losses and run. They prey off of that fear. It's just like our news media, right? The news media preys on that, right? And so ultimately, one of the things that you can look at, it seems counterintuitive, but one of the things I've looked at and done well with it is said, okay, like in May, for example, everybody was so super negative when the drop happened in May. And I will admit, when it first happened, I was sick to my stomach. I was like, oh my gosh, are you kidding me? Because it was such a huge move in my portfolio. But what did I do? It was how I responded that made things the way that they are now. And how did I respond? I responded by buying. Now, we're not here giving you financial advice. We're not saying you should buy or sell right now. What we're saying is that a general idea that you can look at in the market is if there's a ton of fear, there's a pretty good chance, at least if history repeats itself again, that we could be moving back on the uptick and basically trade against what that market sentiment
is. We don't give financial advice, but the advice that we do give is this one, right? Juggernaut of Crypto says, just joined the Bay Crypto Academy, excited for 2022. The best thing you can do is invest in yourself. So let's go. That's right, baby. Welcome to the Bay Crypto Academy. The
That's
best thing you
right.
can do is invest in your education so that you know what you're doing and you're not just out here gambling and at the mercy of content creators telling you what to buy and when to sell,
Yeah.
and just living off the fear or hopium that they're spreading.
Yeah. The reality is, that if you can't invest in yourself, then you're going to be literally playing a guessing game, right? I mean, you might as well just go ahead and drive on down to the local casino, start dropping money into slots, and just, maybe I'll get lucky here, maybe I'll get lucky there. The reality is, if you can invest in yourself, if you can get yourself educated and you can really learn what these markets are all about, you have a huge leg up from the next person that has not educated themselves yet. The reality is, a lot of people are lazy when it comes to their education. They want to be spoon fed everything. They want to be
Yes.
told, what do I do? When do I do it? How do I do it? Now let's do it, right? Part of what we try to do in the academy is involve. We do these weekly seminars where it's interactive, where Miguel and I we just finished one literally 30 minutes ago, where we're interactive. We're teaching an idea. We're showing a new protocol. We're going over it. We're showing it. And ultimately, then it's open for questions. The reason being because most people do better with interaction, right? And so that's why I think it's super important to be able to have that community, have that Telegram channel where you can throw an idea out, show a news article, talk together, talk through some ideas. Yeah, and we're giving away a year of Market Cipher. So I mean, shoot, somebody's going to
A
win
thousand
$1,000
dollars
value.
worth, guys. That's actually worth $1,000 if you
Yeah,
want to get yourself some Market Cipher.
yeah,
Um, There's another great comment down here, right, from Daniel once again. Says, I'm older. My son got me into crypto. I just watched every video I could for the past 6 months. I was skeptical, like everyone is at the beginning, very
yep,
skeptical, right? My parents
hmm
have been skeptical for 4 years.
yeah,
Just recently convinced them to get into crypto the last year. With our national debt and inflation, I see crypto being the future. 100% agree with this, right? The national debt is not going to be fixed no matter how much what is it calling that, quantitative tightening, QT, they try to do. The national debt will continue to grow. They
yeah,
literally cannot pay debt without printing more money to pay that debt. The United States does not produce money at that level to pay off the trillions of dollars of debt that they have. They need to
yeah,
always, you hear Congress talking about, we're increasing the debt ceiling. We're increasing the debt ceiling. That's how they pay. When the piper comes and says, hey, you got a time to pay for your debt, they're like, well, we don't got money. We need to actually increase the debt ceiling, print some money, and then pay that interest that we owe and just keep kicking the can down the line. That is not going to last forever. Every empire falls at the
yeah.
beginning of this. This is the beginning of the fall of every empire. Every empire has lived only for about 274 years. We are very close to that 274-year mark, and inflation and money manipulation is what we see it being one of the big keys to its downfall.
Yeah, you know what? Dean just said something too that I think has been great for us, Miguel. We actually teamed up with Jebb
Yes.
recently. Jebb's got this CT2A, which if you don't know who Crypto Jebb is, give him a follow. He is fantastic. He's awesome. He knows technical analysis like the back of his hand, right? And so we just teamed up with him. We actually have a link down below if you guys are interested in getting really learning CT2A. If you're or getting into technical analysis, you got two options. One, we're teaching it in our academy. We would love to have you there. There's literally, we have Crypto 101. That's multiple videos that's continuing to grow. Fantastic. If you just want to learn TA, CT2A, which again, the information is down below the video, Crypto Jebbs, that's been super important for Miguel and I as we
Yes,
continue to
sir.
move more and more into trading as well. So just want to throw that out there. So guys, what are we thinking? So Miguel, I always when I see these quick little movements at the end of the week, right? It's a pointed, what I would call a pointed movement a lot of times where it's like, hey, we just need to have a bullish end to the week, right? My question is, what are your thoughts initially? Like, are you thinking that, hey, we are actually making the turnaround? Or are you thinking we're having just a little bit of playtime where these institutions are playing with us a little bit here? What are your thoughts?
I think this next week could be very bullish. I think things going to be depressed for so long. The institution is messing around with us, right? That's the constant. That's the constant that never
Yeah,
changes. They will always pump and dump the markets on us, right? To feed. It's exactly what I explained yesterday. The reason why they do this is every time that they dump the market on you by selling, right? right? These massive amounts of Bitcoin. Let's just stick to Bitcoin in this example. They are buying back up. We went over it last night on yesterday's episode of Saturday Night Live. The amount that whales are buying, they scoop up everything that they sell plus more, which that plus more comes from all the panic selling that retail is doing, aka taking away from retail, taking away, and then eventually at some point in the future, when Bitcoin and crypto no longer has this fear around it, this negative connotation around it, that it's not going to survive, that the US is going to ban it or whatever it is, yada yada yada, and it becomes a 100% established, every government is pro Bitcoin, pro crypto, yada yada, then they're going to want to sell it to you back, right? They're going to be telling you, hey, you need to have this on your 401k. Hey, you need to have this in your IRA. Hey, you need this for your retirement. But then it's too late, right? Then they're selling you a tiny, tiny little crumb of Bitcoin that you'll be salivating at, trying to just get that small crumb when you could have been dollar cost averaging this whole time. They are trying to flip the game on us because we front run them earlier on this past decade in crypto. So that's what's happening.
So, John, you said, please go live every day at the same time so I know in advance to watch. So, first of all, John, I just want to say thank you very much for being so dedicated to us. We appreciate that. Turn the bell notification on. That should work. There's a bell notification that should tell you that we're going live. Now, let me just say, we do have a pretty set schedule as of right now. We do move things around. We do have, listen, here's the reality. We have a lot of big guests that come on the show sometimes, right? We've had Altcoin Daily on, we've had BitBoy Crypto, we've had Crypto Jebb, we've had Wendy, we've had a lot of these big names on our show, and we have to work with, we've got Hotep Jesus coming on here soon. We have to work with, we've had Tom Crown on, we have to work with their schedules too. But our normal schedule, right, just so you guys know, for any of you that are new, we normally do things in the evening. We are Eastern Standard Time. We generally do Monday night. We have Magic Money Mondays. That is actually, I think, turning more into the evening that we do our debates. We're Debate Crypto. We're going to be doing presidential style debates on polarizing crypto topics. Those Monday nights at about 9 o'clock. We try our best to start at 9. Sometimes it's going to be 8:55. Sometimes it's going to be 9:15. But right in there is when we try to start. That's Mondays, okay? Tuesdays, I am on Around the Blockchain. That's BitBoy Crypto's show. That's 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can check me there. Miguel's going to be on there soon too as well. Wednesdays, that is our What If Wednesday. If you guys are looking to put on a tinfoil hat, not really just a tinfoil hat, but if you're looking to do some deep thinking, right? Miguel and I are very much on the side of we want to think for ourselves, okay? If you want to think for yourself, if you want to kind of jump in on that, right? Wednesday nights, What If Wednesdays, we've done things like, what if the CIA created Bitcoin, or down to simple things. What if this is the top? What if we're in a super cycle? You know what I mean? Things like that. That's Wednesdays. Thursday night, TA Thursday, we have and that's 9 o'clock too on Wednesday. 9 o'clock on Thursdays, that's with CVO Crypto. Generally, that's 9 o'clock, right? If you guys are looking to get some technical analysis expertise, boom, Thursday nights, we've got that, right? Friday the other night with Altcoin Daily was just a random one-off. We don't generally do Friday nights. Saturday morning, recently, we've been doing a little bit of Saturday morning cartoons, and then we have Saturday Night Live, which is generally at about 9 o'clock in the evening on Saturday. And then Sunday, today, we don't generally go live. The market was pumping. We figured we'd jump on, say hello, tell you guys we love you, and just kind of give you an idea, a little update on what's going on in the market. So hopefully that helps. The short answer would have been, turn on the bell notifications, my man. We'd love to. We'd love to see. I just wanted to give you the layout for those of you that aren't, familiar with our schedule.
We got Daniel here saying, "Do you show us guys over 50, the newbies, how to use hardware, wallets, cold storage, ledgers, and all the beginner stuff?" Right. That is exactly what our Crypto 101 is all about. That's exactly what we focus on in our academy.
Let me say something on that, Daniel. I will tell you this now. I don't like to make a habit of this, but there was somebody in the academy last week or the week before. My wife and I were on our way to Target. He calls me up and he says, "Hey, I'm really trying to get some funds transferred over to my hardware wallet. Can you help me?" I literally was walking into Target, walking through one of our academy members how to set up and transfer funds from his Crypto.com over to his hardware wallet. So I will tell you, anyone that's in the academy, that'll tell you in the comments right now, we try to go above and beyond and make ourselves as available to you as possible. So if you are interested, I just want to let you guys know that is ultimately, I'm not trying to shill the academy or overdo it, but I want to tell you, like, we love our people that are in the academy. We love our subscribers of the channel. We just overall love people, and we love teaching, and that's what we're about. So hopefully that helps, kind of gives you an idea of what we're all about. So,
and the chat is flying by. I'm having a hard time keeping up with the chat today.
Yeah, so Sean, shoot us an email, man. If you've got, so Sean said, I've got a juicy theory that will have to wait until Wednesday. Well, Sean, let me tell you this. If it's juicy enough, send the email to debatecrypto@gmail.com. If you guys have a Wednesday night idea and you want to send it over to us, debatecrypto@gmail.com. You guys can always reach out to us there. That is always, somewhere that you can reach out. We'd love to hear it. I mean, if it's a great topic, we will absolutely jump into it there. So
Daniel, you keep asking about the academy. I see you in the chat. I don't want to, keep repeating the same stuff and pushing the academy. If you're interested in the academy, the link is in the description of the video to our academy. You can go to our website. You'll see right everything we offer there. We offer one-on-one. We offer the membership subscription, and you'll see the pricing, and you'll see everything there. So go check it out. The link is in the description of the video.
Yeah, we'd love to have you. So, yeah, I think that, guys, I will just tell you, we'd love to stay on here and chat all day. I have small group. I've got a church small group that starts at my house here in a little bit. I think Miguel's got somewhere he's got to go. We just wanted to jump on, quickly let you know, the market is pumping, baby. Let's go, right? Let's close out strong. Let's have a positive outlook on next week. I'm really looking forward to this coming week. Tomorrow night, we haven't decided for sure yet. We were supposed to have on Crypto Weatherman for a debate. His schedule kind of changed last minute, so we're kind of tweaking and moving and whatever. We might have a debate tomorrow. We will be live no matter what tomorrow night, just letting you know. We might have a debate. We might not. But ultimately, guys, we will be on again tomorrow night at 9 p.m. So for those of you that don't already know it, we love you. We appreciate each and every one of you. And until next time, hodl
like it's hot. Don't let this fear get to you guys.